Welcome to Becoming Saiyans.
A Dragon Ball rewatch podcast.
And we're back. I'm Truman.
And I'm Jesse.
And this is Becoming Saiyans, a Dragon Ball rewatch podcast. Today, on this week's episode, we have watched episode 39 and episode 40, titled Mysterious Android Number 8 and Horrifying Buyon. I don't know why I made it French, but we're going with it.
Buyon.
Some differences, Jesse, from the manga is, in the anime for the first episode, Android 8 is bound in shackles and then breaks them through sheer strength. In the manga, he doesn't have shackles.
Alright, he's just in a jail cell.
Yeah. When Andrew...
Or I guess a cage, I guess I should say.
Yeah. Android 8 guides Goku through the maze room without any hassle in the manga. But in the anime, they get lost a few times, and then the android assists him, and then they gotta jump through some more hoops, all that kind of stuff. That's
and
all...
Like the troopers show up.
Yeah, that's all exclusive to the anime. And then the scene with Sinnoh, as per usual, exclusive to the anime. Because again, when you're writing a story and you only have so many panels and so many pages, you're not putting in every little bit about what are these people thinking.
Yeah.
You're jumping around. And then going to the next episode, the differences from the manga is Buyon is shown eating the remains of animals in the anime, which is not like the manga. And then the scene where Sinnoh is at home and finds those animals, all exclusive to the anime.
Yeah.
Again, Sinnoh is completely filler. Anytime she shows up, it's like, okay, brain can turn.
Yeah, but anytime she shows up, it's pretty easy to just assume it's anime exclusive.
Mm-hmm. And then Goku should have been able to jump out of the trapdoor using his skills gained from training with Master Roshi, as seen in The Tournament Begins, Danger from Above, and at the end of the very episode when he smashes through the 6th floor. So when the trapdoor was open, he should have just been able to jump through, but unfortunately, for some reason, he just didn't think about it.
Well, I think part of it is also like he's shaking off the fact that Android number 8 landed on top of him.
That is true. The monster that Sinnoh's father mentioned previously was probably referring to Buyon and not Android 8 as we originally had thought, which I wrote down in my notes. So it was like, maybe the monster wasn't Android 8, but in fact, this Buyon.
That would make sense.
And then this last one is really long, but I really actually find it cool. So in the original Japanese broadcast, the first 15 seconds of the next episode preview, because they always put like a previews for the next episode, right? Yeah. Were for next week's show, and the other 15 seconds were devoted to a movie ticket lottery drawing for Dragon Ball: Curse of the Blood Rupees, which came out on December 20th, 1986. And this episode came out on November 26th, 1986. And so this preview wasn't included in the Dragon Box. Instead, the preview used was the rerun for the next normal episode. And the way this contest worked was that it was a chance for a lucky participant to be a part of the 1,000 people of 500 groups invited to the premiere of a particular Dragon Ball film for free. Viewers were shown an address to send their information to for a chance to win free tickets. And this particular variant of the preview continued until the release of Dragon Ball: The Path to Power in 1996, which is, I guess, another movie. I don't know if that's on our list of movies to watch, but I don't remember the names of all the movies, unfortunately. And so with that, Jesse, it's time to jump into our recap. Previously on Dragon Ball, Goku is face to face with the incredibly powerful and incredibly scary looking Android number 8. But luckily for us, Android number 8 is a pacifist, and so instead, when Murasaki tries to blow him up, Goku decides it's the end for that, breaks the bomb detonator, and kicks Murasaki across the room, basically incapacitating him. Goku and number 8 go up to the next floor, or on their way to the next floor, and they get stuck in a maze because General White is moving a wall around the staircase, making it impossible for them to find the exit. Eventually, they're able to get through that and make it to the top, and then in the next episode, a trap door is opened and they drop into the fated 5th floor, where they have to face off against the horrifying King Gusame. I mean, Buyon. And he has an insatiable hunger, just like King Gusame, and was able to. Was going to be able to eat and nigh indestructible until Goku breaks a wall, freezes him, and then punches him until he's dead, and which is the first confirmed kill for Goku. And with that, they jump back up to the top floor, ready to face off against General White, and that's what you missed on Dragon Ball. Jesse, go for it.
Not as I mean, these episodes are still really good. They're definitely not as funny as the last episodes we just watched. And I think that's pretty obvious once you get in. But I have to admit, the moment we sat down and started the first episode, like the Android number 8 episode, legitimately was just sitting there. I just happened to blurt out loud. The funniest possibility for this is if Goku and Android number 8 become best friends.
And I literally wrote down Jesse guessing the whole plot immediately, as soon as he said it before. And this was during, it was maybe
it's the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, the first 30 seconds. He walks out of the cage, and Jesse's like, "That'd be great."
It'd be really funny if they just became best friends. We're getting really mad at myself for not saying that during the predictions.
Yeah, well, why would you think that until you see him, you know?
Yeah.
I love that the android's a pacifist. It's pretty great, because it's the creature born to kill only cares about, saving is, pretty fun, a pretty fun, twist, It's like a big hulking monster that all he wants to do is, smell the flowers and stuff.
Yeah.
But we also find out that there's a trick up their sleeve to keep them intact. There's a bomb, which is quite a crazy situation to be put in. Goku's literally walking around with a bomb as a friend, which, is going to be stressful for... I mean, he's not thinking about it, but, it could be a crazy twist at some point where somebody is like, well, that wasn't the only detonator, and...
Yeah, it's not the only detonator. Or if you kicked hard enough on something, it starts to set the bomb off, a timer starts ticking or whatever.
Yeah.
It's setting up for a very depressing death for this character to just blow up one of these days.
Yeah. But after Goku kicks the crap out of Murasaki, because he almost killed him, for sure.
Absolutely. Goku... Once Murasaki was threatening to kill this really nice dude, really nice android, Goku's like, no, you must die.
you get my foot, legitimately my foot now. I also love that now he has a friend,
Yeah, it's nice to have another friend that can fight. That's not just Suno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'd kind of just jump into a Scooby-Doo cutscene where it's just Goku running around Scooby-Doo style through the halls.
Yeah, I literally just wrote down Goku in mazes, man. Goku does not like mazes.
Yeah, I think you said while we were watching it, the best way to beat Goku is to make him think.
Yeah, the best way at this point in Goku's life, the easiest way to really get to Goku is to make him have to use his brain more than just I punch you and you lose.
Yeah.
it's excellent. When you learn that in the Pilaf saga, when they get to the palace, where they're running around following arrows in a maze.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the thing is that we've seen for a while now that Goku does not do well with puzzles or thought exercises or any of that kind of thing. He's very much a singular focused. If I can beat it up, I'm going to use strength and stick-to-itiveness to take these problems out of the way.
Yeah.
And he really does get exhausted running around. He's just constantly just chasing after his tail, basically. Literally doesn't know what's going on, doesn't know where to go, doesn't know what he keeps getting stuck on dead ends, and we're kind of sitting here okay, Goku, you're fast enough. You could have made it through every spot in this maze. Have you not found the exit yet? To come to find out, White is keeping the exit concealed by,
Which honestly, like something I would almost be willing to steal for like a D&D campaign.
Yeah.
It's like it's so smart for the BB, like your big bad who has a maze in like his palace, to be able to just very quickly shift walls so you can never find the exit.
Yeah. It's like a never-ending exit thing.
Yeah.
I think that him and Android 8 figure that out pretty well, though. The whole divide and conquer strategy.
Yeah, like it just makes me think of like you got to roll, you got to roll like a 20 perception or like investigation check in like a D&D party.
Yeah, because
like,
Android 8 does
figure it out.
see it. He sees the crack in the wall.
Sees the gap. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I loved this. I was counting during the fight with the soldiers. On one of the kicks from Goku, he hit him so hard they replayed it 4 times.
Yeah, 4 times.
And then he punched him the next person so hard, it hit him 3 times. So a total of 7 replays on 2 hits.
Goku wasn't messing around, man.
No, he saw the red ribbon and he said, "Well, that just means you're open for business to get absolutely wrecked." And yeah, I mean, they're also no problem for him whatsoever. It doesn't matter how many soldiers you throw at him. It seems even when he's hungry. I guess going back a few episodes, like, doesn't matter how many lions you throw at him if those lions can't break his skin.
Yeah.
I love when they finally break through. And it shows General White's like computer screen, and it pops up like game over, and it hits like him with like a, and it's like, oh my god, like that was so uncalled for. Whoever built this computer for you, White, you need to throw some hands with these people because they are doing you dirty with that like game over. Like what? Why would you do that? Then they get up to the top floor. While on their way up there, Goku's like, was this the 5th floor? And he's like, no, this is the in between. And then they're walking up the stairs, and it's like, now this is the 5th floor. I've never been inside of it. I don't know what's in there. Kind of just foreshadowing.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool that like even Android 8 doesn't know what to expect on the next little bit. And then we get up to the top, and there's a crisis of faith one more time for Android 8, where White is like, who created you? You did. And who are you supposed to listen to? You. Well, I'm telling you to beat this guy up, and you're not beating him up. And then Android 8 is like, I can't. I'm a pacifist.
I refuse to beat him.
Yeah. But there for a minute, it's like, are we going to have... Because at this whole point, we haven't seen Android 8 do anything. So it's like, is this going to be the moment where Android 8 like turns? And it's like, no.
Or like we actually get to see him start fighting.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's probably the thing I'm most excited for. Hopefully the next couple episodes. I just want to see him throw a punch.
Yeah.
I just want to know how strong he is.
Just the power scale a bit.
Yeah, I just want to know. I'm fairly confident that he's on a similar enough scale to Goku, or similar. I guess I should say similar enough scale to Metallotron.
Yeah.
If not, probably a little better.
And probably a little bit smarter than Metallotron, because Metallotron was full robot, where he's android. Yeah. And then the trapdoor opens up. He's like, well, I tried to give you one more chance to like solve this the nice way. Going down to the 5th floor.
Yep.
And what does the 5th floor look like? In my opinion, it looks like the pit that Luke falls into in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, Rancor pit.
Yeah, the Rancor pit. And,
which I think I'm not... it could be a slight reference to that.
Yeah. And then I also think that the king, that, or I guess Buyon, will definitely look like the king Gusame from Curse of the Red
He did.
Ruby,
I think I
Rubies.
pointed that out first, I think, if I remember
Which, honestly, knowing that the movie comes out like a month in the time where this episode came out, like a month later, it's like, man, did you like plan this? Did you plan for like King Gusame to be like an Easter egg in this movie? It's like, we've now met our canon Gusame. He ate all of the blood rubies, and now he is stuck in a cage.
Here's our alternate universe. Here's our actual universe, King Gusame.
Yeah, our Earth 1 Gusame, his name is Buyon, and he's from France, apparently. Because I cannot stop saying it like that.
It feels so French.
Mon fier, my name is Buyon. And then this is where I put down, stop me if you've heard this one before, because we did that a lot during the Blood Rubies movie, a little bit during the Sleeping Princess and Devil's Castle movie. We did a little bit of like, stop me if you've heard this before, but this thing happens. Well, stop me if you've heard this one before, but a thing happens from the movie. And then we have the whole, we almost skipped over it, but we had the cut back to Suno with those little snow moles. I thought they were really cute, but that's where this episode really started to like show its seams, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Was like, oh my gosh, this part of the episode, it's like, yeah, are those things cute? Yes. Is it nice seeing that Suno is still like stressing about Goku? Yes, but we know that she's stressing about Goku. She's
been stressing for the last 24 plus hours.
Yeah. There was no new information brought to our attention.
All we know is that Suno is a really nice little girl.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart, which we already know. She adopted a small child out in the woods.
Yeah.
Like,
she dragged Goku back to safety out of a plane crash.
Yeah, we already know it, and so like seeing her again, it's like okay. I know Suno is worried about Goku.
Like, that's enough slices.
And it's she saves those little snow moles and like gets them back to his family, and it's really cute. And those animals are really cute looking. I don't know if they actually look like that in real life or that's an animation thing, but those things were cute. If they were in real life, I would get one.
Yeah, they remind me of
like Furbies.
There's like a particular like token card. Like the sheep little
from
token
Magic?
card from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, like the little floating sheep things, or like the Kudo, like a cuter like Kuo or whatever.
Yeah, I thought that
Like
kind of
a-
looked like Furbies. Also.
Yeah, they're like little. They're much less demonic looking Furbies. Like it's just like they're just anything you can imagine that's a little cute stuffed animal looking thing with no hands. Like that's what it looks like.
Yeah. And I really did enjoy them, but again, that's that part of that episode.
Incredibly unnecessary.
Yeah, and incredibly long compared to the last few times.
Yeah, usually you flash back and it's like if it's long, it's giving you information like the foreshadowing from her dad. Yeah.
The other times we flash back, it's like, please Goku, be okay. Or the dad comes back and is like, we still haven't found the Dragon Ball.
Oh, also Goku's gonna die.
Yeah. All those kinds of things where it's like we're either getting new information or it's very quick. Like, by the way, Suno still exists. This one was like, we're taking a hard left turn in this battle. Like, he's about to get eaten by Buyon, and it's like, time to jump to see what Suno thinks about what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, she knows nothing about what's going on. She's just
chilling home, saving snow moles.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of foreshadowing. It's up there for worst part.
Yeah.
Just because as much as the last two episodes were really well done filler, that's got to be some of the worst filler we've had in the last couple in this arc so far.
And these two episodes combined were some of the worst filler in my opinion, because there's a lot of filler in that first episode too. Like that whole maze scene where it's apparently completely exclusive to the anime. It seems like when they add something that's not in the manga, it's just to pad the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this has happened in this episode, the episodes before. Like, when Suno shows up, it's exclusive to the anime. And when Suno shows up, it is just filler. And when they were like, and Goku runs around a bunch, and that's all exclusive to the anime. And it's like, well, that's why it felt like it was unnecessary and filler,
Because it was unnecessary filler. It's very funny to me.
Yeah. And I do like some of the changes that they've done, like some of the jokes and stuff hit funny. Like the last two episodes were a lot of exclusive to the anime stuff too, but it was well done. It was well done. It was funny. These ones were just felt like you were dragged.
Like these like as much as we rated the last two episodes probably like an 8.5.
Yeah.
8.5. These episodes I would rate probably 6.5. 7.
Yeah, I was going in the 6 range.
Yeah, like 6 to 7. I don't know how much more you appreciate the jokes or not and stuff.
They were enjoyable. Like Android 8 is funny.
It's fun to see
his gag is hilarious. Where it's like, okay, this is our big powerful secret weapon. Fight him.
I don't want to fight.
I don't want to fight.
No.
It's so great.
Buyon is a really intriguing moment where oh, you get to see Goku's fighting intelligence.
Yeah, where he
Or like
flashes.
a memory recall.
Yeah, he flashes back to like, how can I beat this unbeatable monster? Oh, I froze to death in the cold. Maybe
I
he
can make
will.
him a popsicle.
Yeah. But before we get there, Goku does get electrocuted and like phased out, and then he gets eaten. But then Goku does the whole like Mighty Mouse lifting the mouth and
Jumping
breaking
back out.
and then he goes for his classic headbutt technique, which does nothing.
Yeah,
and
it
then
sends him shooting around like a pinball for a few minutes, for a few like seconds.
yeah, and this is the first character in Earth 1. Because Gusume obviously beat him to it in our timeline.
Yeah.
But in Earth 1, this is the first character to have deflected a Kamehameha wave.
Yeah.
Like, a direct hit. Like, a lot of people have dodged it, but this is the first direct hit that has done nothing.
Yeah. Like, it's a really great, like, obstacle Goku has to overcome in Buyon, where it's like, oh, yeah. And you brought up a really good point where it's like, it feels very much that this is the monster that her dad was talking about.
Yeah.
Which Goku still beats because it's Goku.
Yeah.
But
but this is a much more monstrous character than Android 8. Even Android 8 itself, I wouldn't classify as a monster.
Yeah.
I would classify it as like a fearsome, warrior.
And I also feel like Android 8 probably doesn't groan as much as this thing is. Like,
Yeah.
like when you talk about like guttural moans and groans and waiting for its next food, it's probably because like it has an insatiable hunger, and it's only fed when someone makes General Wright angry enough.
Yeah.
Like, if at least seeming it's inference we have to make there. It's like you have to betray him real hard or like get in his way enough that he just drops you down a trap door and feeds it to his definitely not a Rancor.
Yeah. Definitely not a Rancor. Definitely not a former king.
Yeah.
I love the Android 8 at one point has like a deadpan, like, oh, okay. I don't remember what he was saying it to, but that was a great one. He was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Android 8's a really awesome character. I loved him as soon as like I'm happy for my prediction for that prediction to be wrong, where Goku and him spend an entire episode fighting.
Yeah.
Purely just because it's way funnier and way more like on brand for Goku to like not have to fight something like this.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this
Just
fearsome.
because like it's the biggest person and it's the biggest thing in this capsule that's not the Buyon. Because I would like to think that Android number 8 is slightly bigger than Metallotron.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like Buyon, Metallotron.
Yeah.
But it's like usually when Goku goes up, like gets the ultimate big bad, like ginormous thing that's going to outstrength you, he just befriends it.
Yeah. I love it.
A great example is one of my other like sneaky favorite side characters, my boy Ox King. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ox King forever.
Yeah.
It's very much just like, of course he's going to be friends with something on this mission. Everywhere he goes, he befriends something he's supposed to fight.
Yeah, it's his whole thing.
It's an entire gimmick.
He befriends the bad guys and turns them good.
Yeah.
Except for the evil guys. He does not befriend the evil guys.
Yeah.
He kills them, apparently. This is the... Kind of get into the meat and potatoes of this episode. This is the first time Goku's killed anybody.
Yeah, this is the first like
Sentient
real
creature.
Confirmed sentient creature.
Because he's obviously killed fish and stuff. Like
killed fish, killed like
lizards and stuff when they were in the desert when he was making dinner for himself.
Yeah, like he hunts food. Like he hunts animals.
Yeah.
This is the first like real sentience that he's killed.
Except
but it's
for
also
his grandpa, which is not confirmed that he actually killed his grandpa. But like it's pretty well like.
But also you give him the pass for that
because he was a monkey mode
monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things where he's cognitively aware of the killing.
And he straight up kills this person. Or this person thing.
This Buyon, man.
Beast creature.
Yeah, I mean... And it's a really awesome, clever way to fix the problem.
Yeah, it's the end of the blob that ate everything.
It really... Yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, oh, that's
just
classic.
Let's freeze it.
One of the first things that really ever scared me. It wasn't that movie. It was the Goosebumps book.
Yeah.
I remember I had to have our mom sit in while I was taking a shower because I thought it was going to sneak in while I was taking a shower and kill me after I read that book. But that was when our mom's like, "You gotta stop reading Goosebumps, man. I'm done with you."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, fair enough."
Yeah, and And our grandma was scared of the '50s movie. That was the first movie she ever
I remember.
of.
That was also a really funny memory. Again with our mom. Me and I think you might. I don't know if you were.
We were watching the trailer or whatever, and we thought it was silly.
We were watching the actual movie.
Oh,
yeah. Me and mom. I think me and mom and our grandma were sitting there watching the actual movie, and me and my mom were just busting up, making jokes the entire time. And my grandma was like, "Please stop! It's serious."
Yeah.
No, like the concept's really scary.
Yeah,
but also at the same time,
you can't like defeat like an undefeatable foe outside of like the one weakness it has,
which is
freezing
it and putting in the arm. Which like it's also a really funny joke of like, well, that's why all the hippies were scared of the ice caps melting and stuff, and it's global warming. Because the blobs down there, we can't let the blob get out. We can't stop it if we don't have polar ice caps.
Honestly, that would be a great sequel movie to make. The Blob That Ate Everything Again, or something.
Yeah, like the Blob Returns.
Yeah, the Blob.
I Return of the Blob. Done that,
well, they did. I think it was a '70s or an '80s remake of the '50s movie,
which actually it's actually a really good movie.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It wasn't like a direct sequel. Wasn't a sequel. But the Blob That Ate Everything Again now, because it's like because of global warming, like this thing came back, you know.
Yeah, but of course we could just launch it into space, and theoretically you could launch it into space, and space is so cold it would freeze to death anyways.
Yeah, but you know,
I just launch it to the moon.
But at least then, like, you would have to have that whole like, oh my gosh, this thing
like
is
the existential crisis.
Yeah, this thing.
What are we gonna do with it?
Or you know, like you have the one surviving character from the '50s come back, you know, because like I'm sure there's not very many of them alive if they were in their 20s. If they were
to do a sequel of it now, they'd have to do they'd have to bring back
from the '80s,
like the reboot cast from the '80s. Yeah.
But you get like one or two of them to come back, and it's like, oh god, no, not again. They've been having like PTSD or something about it. Like,
but I do recommend you should watch both versions of the movie because like both of them are good, but the 50s version is good because it's really funny to look back and watch like
cheesy.
Like because even at the time it was still like a D class horror movie. Now it's like super old, really aged D-class horror movie, and it's hilarious. Go back and watch it. But the reboot one actually does have some moments where it's like, it's a little,
I'm just saying, you should give us the money, whatever company owns the rights to that. Yeah. We'll make the reboot for you.
We'll do it, yeah.
Yeah. You know,
it may not be great.
Gone. The polar ice caps are gone. So
if you just give us enough money to like film, hey, we could film it in our own hometown. I mean, who cares?
Yeah,
we can find enough stuff around.
You know, we could get a cameo from unnamed billionaire guy who wants to send everybody to space, and we can have him get eaten. Well, you know, that'd be fun for everybody.
If we just promise that like it'll make everyone like him again, I think he'd do pretty much anything on camera.
Yeah, but
that's most like multi-billionaires at this point. It's like if you can make people like me, I'll do anything.
Yeah,
it's like anything.
Yeah. But I honestly, our kill count for this show is up to 2 now.
Yeah.
Which is more than I remember it getting to this early. But we are up to 2 people dead now. And with,
fully confirmed.
Fully confirmed.
Because, I don't know
there's those couple of soldiers from Silver's crew that were stuck in the underground bunker or whatever in the desert. But we don't have
a, they would be classified, like in a military rank, they'd be classified as MIA because there's no confirmed.
Yeah. As far as we know,
that's a fun little detail. If you ever see MIA on people like on people that like have been missing in action for a while, it's purely because they can't confirm it.
Yeah,
there's no confirmation. They didn't get a dog tag or nothing.
Yeah.
That's why you'll see a lot more people labeled as MIA than KIA because you have to confirm it, I believe.
Yeah.
I could be talking out of my butt right now.
Jesse, I'm just going to say yes with you, and you're doing great.
I could be talking out of my butt, but I'm pretty sure that's like an actual... I know certainly in the Halo universe, no Spartan is ever put as KIA because they don't want to scare people that like Spartans can die. So every Spartan that dies in action is labeled as MIA. It's a fun little Halo fact for you.
Yeah.
Make that a segment, Halo facts, on a podcast about Dragon Ball Z.
Well, I don't really have a whole lot of notes for these episodes.
I mean, these episodes are pretty much everything noteworthy is just the plot, and everything unnoteworthy is the filler. There's not a whole lot of like extra vegetables. It's literally just you have a steak and then you have like
Cotton
the
candy.
like semi mediocre chocolate milkshake. It's
with,
still fun, and
I'm gonna go with cotton candy because of those snow and because of those snow moles because they look like cotton candy things.
That's a good way. That's a good way.
Thank you. And so like it's kind of a short episode, but to get in some of our bads, it is that these episodes weren't a lot. It felt like these ones felt very filler. And there wasn't a lot to talk about. Because you can't tell by the short runtime as we're closing up this episode.
Yeah, like we probably been going for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, and we're like, we're out of stuff to talk about. Done. We're going to talk about the difference between MIA and KIA at the time. Like,
I'm gonna go on a rant because I got nothing better to do.
We're gonna pitch the Blob 2, the Blob Return.
Yeah, like how much? We've probably 10 minutes of this podcast has been us talking about other things.
Yeah, the blob that ate again. The blob eats again.
It's not obvious that we both have.
Yeah,
well, I certainly have ADHD. I don't know. I don't think you've been diagnosed.
I've not been diagnosed, but I'm sure.
We've thought about it.
Yeah, but like my worst part for these episodes were just how
little happens.
Yeah, how little happens.
Yeah, there's not much else you can really pick because all of the bad, there's nothing obviously bad, like the picture from the last 2 episodes. And so,
if I were to say, you could have taken all 4 of these episodes and gotten one full length episode. No, I think you could. I think you could because you could have taken the beginning of the Murasaki fight, right to the point where the quintuplets pop out. Commercial break. He fights the quintuplets. Android 8 gets released and broken down.
I think you're sacrificing too much actual good.
I guess.
Stuff. I could.
You could take the first 3. Last 3 of the last 4. Buyon is its own episode, but you could have But it's just these 2 episodes. I don't think you could get a full episode out of these 2.
These 2 episodes. It's entertaining and it is advancing the plot, and it's nice to see Goku get a new friend.
Yeah.
For however long he keeps Android, he keeps 80 away as he calls him as his nickname.
Ader,
this nickname in the episode. But did I have fun watching these episodes? I mean, yeah, I'm watching Dragon Ball. It's always fun.
Yeah, we're sitting here. We're hanging out together. We're enjoying it.
But it is the fact of you could. I wish I could give you timestamps. Hey, you watch up to this timestamp, and then you skip until this timestamp. Start watching until this timestamp, and then on the next episode you go. Because honestly, it feels like you could do that for especially these 2 episodes. And
you could have cut 10 minutes out of that first episode.
And it sucks so bad because of how good at filler the last 2 episodes from last podcast where it's these episodes are so fun. Yes, we accept that they are filler. But, it's well done. This is a great example of how to not do filler well.
And so it
gives there's so many times where I'm just sitting there, I'm got my notes app up, and I go to check something. Or I get a notification, and I'm wave it off.
Yeah.
And then I'm okay, plot's happening again. Let me look up for 2 minutes. Okay. I can go, check my email. I got an email about, some promotional thing. Let me go check and see if this is worth checking out.
Yeah. So this is obviously our worst part, and there's not really anything you can point to outside of this that could be the worst part.
There's no objectifiably low moment outside of just these kind of just aren't it.
Yeah, because it's literally just
and I do feel to kind of let you in on a secret, we recorded these last 2 episodes back to back because Thanksgiving's next Thursday. We're not recording.
Yeah, we're not going to record an episode. Will come out, but we're
we're recording these ahead of time, so we don't have to record.
Yeah, So this one's going to come out in 2 weeks. The last week's episode came out on Thanksgiving, but we aren't recording on Thanksgiving for the week after. So we're
it's the fact of I do think part of our distaste with this filler is also we're coming off the high of the 2 episodes before. In the last 3.5 hours of our life, we have watched 2 really awesome, well done filler episodes, and 2 pretty bad, pretty not great filler episodes, filler type episodes.
Yeah.
So advancing the plot, but filled with pretty bad filler. So I do think that is part of a little bit of the sharpness of our reaction to it. We're like, man, come on, like you could have done better.
Yeah, we were both like,
it's fresh in our minds.
We were both like tuning out. In fact, we honestly kind of forgot to tell you at the end of the episode, Goku does break out of the 4-5, bring Ader back up to the captain's den.
And General Wright shoots him with a gun and realizes bullets don't hurt Goku.
No, they hurt Goku. They don't kill Goku.
Yeah,
because there's a big distinction there. Because Goku, he says, "What? Goku's don't even affect you, or bullets don't even affect you.
Goku's don't even affect you.
Bullets don't even affect you." And he's like, "They do. I felt it. It hurt." So, there's a point of distinction there. But yeah, that's our worst part. What's your best part, Jesse?
I don't know.
Probably.
I think my best part is like the moment that it's like, oh, Ader's a pacifist. Yeah. Ader doesn't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah, and
I love Ader as a character.
With you taking that one, I guess I'll take the ingenuity of Goku breaking the wall to freeze Buyon.
Yeah, I mean, like that. I will say, like there are several like up for like candidacy here. Like like when the plot is advancing, like it's good, it's solid. It's just. It's advancing for maybe a third of the runtime that we just watched, and we watched about 40 minutes of Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
give or take, however long recap, intro, stuff like that is.
Yeah,
so it kind of gives you an idea.
Yeah, and that's my biggest thing on it. It's just like not to harp on it, but where like these two episodes, maybe it is a little bit tinted by the fact we just watched two good ones. But these two, I would almost put them in like the 4 range. Like the more we've talked about it, because there's the stuff that's good is good, but the stuff that's the stuff that's good is good, but the stuff that's bad is awful.
Yeah, it's literally you watch these 2 episodes for the like 8 to 10 minutes of plot.
Yeah,
and again, I'm sure someone's out like there's a way like if we could legitimately go back and watch and just like timestamp everything and be like, okay, if you really want a condensed and like abridged watch these episodes, just go to these timestamps.
Speaking of Dragon Ball being abridged, Jesse, do you know what came out today as we're recording this, November 20th?
Yeah, Brett, you told me it's Dragon Ball.
Yeah, we forgot to mention this during our last episode, but Dragon Ball Abridged is now a thing that has came out. I don't know how many episodes they're releasing like every day or like every week, if they're releasing weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever the plan is there. But if you're listening to this, that means you could technically go on YouTube and look up Dragon Ball Abridged and find the...
Well, if you're listening to this, I mean, at the point that we're now talking about it, there might be even more episodes than there was when we were talking about it.
But there is at least one episode out of Dragon Ball Abridged on the YouTube. And I will get you the YouTuber's name to plug him because I'm pretty excited about this coming out.
Truman's been talking this up since...
about a month ago now.
But you really started yapping to me about it a lot like a week or 2 ago.
Yeah, a week or 2 our time, not your guys' time.
Yeah.
But it's on the YouTube channel Gunchpot. That is GUNCHPOT. And the first episode of Dragon Ball Abridged is out now. And so, yeah, like if you want to watch the abridged version of Dragon Ball, since we were talking about it, that was a good segue, Jesse. You set me up for that one.
I didn't even mean to.
He threw me an alley-oop with that one.
I realized once I said it, I'm like, oh, I'm going to make him rant for another 5 minutes. No, I'm kidding.
And so I would say you can check those out. You can watch it on YouTube. And if you want to catch up with our show, I mean, it's going to take you a while, but they are starting at the beginning. And you can get like simplified, funnier versions of the episodes, even though those first few episodes are pretty funny.
I feel like there's a chance that we've probably made similar references and jokes that they might make in that show, but they're gonna do it like not in a podcast version. They're gonna do it in character and probably with really awesome editing over the footage of the episode. Yeah. So it's gonna be funnier than listening to us make the joke because they're physically actually making the joke.
Yeah, and so I don't really have a whole lot more to say. I mean, we forgot to do our
we have to do predictions.
Predictions.
Yeah, I realized.
Predictions.
I'm glad we both realized at the same time.
Predictions.
Can't forget to do that, man. Everyone loves predictions.
That's
all my homies love predictions.
That was my prediction song, so that that's copyrighted, by the way. You can't steal my prediction song.
Yeah.
Jesse, your 2 predictions from last episode
We're incredibly...
were incredibly off.
Yeah.
Incredibly off. He made 2. He said Goku fights Android 8 in the first episode. Blatantly false. Android 8 is a pacifist. Everyone knows that.
and not a passing a fist, but a passing.
Yeah. And then you said that the Buyon would be
Like a weapon.
A weapon or a special move that Android 8 would use on him. Also not wrong. Or wrong. Definitely wrong.
Definitely.
General White technically used Buyon as a special weapon, but
I didn't say
that's
that.
not what you were meaning.
I said specifically Android number 8.
All right. So we have now moved into our predictions for the next 2 episodes. Episode 41's title is The Fall of Muscle Tower. Wonder what's happening there.
What's going to happen there?
And then episode 42 is The Secret of Dr. Flap.
What a name.
Or it could be Flappy. It's Flappe, so it's either Flap or Flappy. It's one of those two. It's been a while since I've watched the show, so I don't know how to say his name.
Well, I think Goku's gonna finish the job. He's gonna save the day. He's gonna return. Like, it's pretty obvious. Like, we're pretty much at the climactic moment in the show, like this particular part of the show where like he's going to beat General White.
Because literally White shoots him and then is like, oh no, I
have no way to beat this.
Yeah.
So I think we're saving the village in the immediate next episode, then follow the tower. And then the second episode is like anyone's. You said, what was it, the flight of Dr. Flap or whatever?
Yeah, the secret of Dr. Flap.
Flap, yeah. Yeah, like I guess Goku meets like a mad scientist who has a secret. I don't know.
Okay. I like it. That's a good. I love the shot in the dark guess there.
Yeah, you gotta throw a dart at the dartboard, figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah, I like
guess I got.
I like it, Jesse. That was a good guess. We'll see how correct you are in 2 weeks when we watch the next episode for us. For you guys, it is coming out next week, but for us, it'll be 2 weeks before we watch another.
Yeah, it's time to listen to this. Yeah, it would be next week.
Yeah. And so with that, this has been Becoming Saiyans. You can reach out to us at becomingsaiyans@gmail.com, or you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We also have a YouTube channel and TikTok, all named Becoming Saiyans Pod. If you're listening to the podcast, the YouTube channel is only posting the shorts you can find on TikTok, but it's also re-uploading all of our episodes without video because we don't have camera set up.
We don't have a camera
or studio or anything.
Yeah. If we had a camera set up, you would see
a lot of stuff on my
kind of a cluttered kitchen table.
Yeah. And so, like with that, I have been Truman,
and I have been Jesse,
and the journey continues.
Bye.